Gucci on my belt. Bought a necklace for myself. Bought Giuseppe for myself. Spent them blessings on myself.
Hey man, if Apple think I'm copping that new iPhone, they tripping. Like, I just want to know, like, how many times are y'all gonna give the illusion that y'all upgraded the camera? Like just do it. God damn. Like, I'm expecting holograms at this point. Like, it's 2022. Come on, man. What's good, y'all? It's Snoopy. I'm back. See, this right here is a pure example of a situation where I don't want to talk before I hear the music because I don't know what to expect, but I'm gonna run my mouth anyway. And it's not even just about the expectation of the music. Like, trust me, I'm not in the stereotypes either, but let's be honest. You can take one look at me and be able to predict that I'm a Bryson Tiller fan. Now, I've been a big advocate for Bryson Tiller's music since about Trap Soul. You know, I'm not even gonna put a date on it. We all got put on them at the same time, so nobody's special in this case. Trap Soul being one of my favorite projects of last decade. Since that time, I've always had high hopes for Bryson Tiller as an overall artist. To me, he played a big role in influencing that sound of, how would I describe it? Like trap-infused R&B along the likes of Drake, Tory Lanez, The Weeknd, Party Next Door. That's so important in music today. Since that time, though, I can't say I enjoyed anything in his catalog as much as Trap Soul. Well, even though I liked his 2020 Effort Anniversary, I really like that album. But to me, that Trap Soul era is still the highlight of his career. I think that's why I say I don't know what to expect from this first single off his upcoming album, because since that time, I've always been more impressed with or gravitated to more of Bryson's features, whether it was DJ Khaled's Wild Thoughts, Summer Walker's Playing Games, Her Could Have Been, like, than his actual solo projects. Like, I've been more impressed with his feature work than his solo work. So it's like I'm both excited and nervous to hop into this record. Excited because like he been sounding great lately. Like, that song he just did with Diddy, Gotta Move On, in steady rotation. It's not leaving my phone. And I would say I'm more on the nervous side because, like, even though I love some music of his since Trap Soul, I will say, like, nothing's really grasped my attention. Nothing's really moved me quite like that. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm a simple nigga, man. Like, it don't take much for Bryson to get me. You know what I'm saying? But I just need you to talk to me, man. Like, I'm tired of not having backup when I'm arguing with these women. Well, not argue, because we don't argue over here. We don't do none of that. But having disagreements with these women. I need you, man. Listen, fuck everybody else. I need you. Me, Bryson Tiller, outside. Nigga, you got a girl and 2 kids. You ain't outside nowhere. Did this nigga sample Yin Yang Twins? What's that fucking song called? Oh, the Whisper song. How the fuck I ain't know that? I don't know how I feel about this yet. Well, he ain't say shit yet, but I don't know.
Right now, polish 10 toes down. Tattoo peeking through the see-through. Yeah, create the color, I see you. I see you. Used to be in love, now your life for Cupid. Can't just be a Rex, now that nigga feel stupid. Not too real time, wait till life. Easily just tell you no life. Since you let loose, you too tired. You don't need a man, got your own hands. Don't keep money, these grown hands.
I kind of like this newfound melody that Bryson's been using for the last few years, because it's not as drowsy, it's not as sleepy as his melodies used to be on, let's say, a Trap Soul, or not even really a self-made, but like kind of half a self-made, where the production was leading on a lot of the records and his lyrics and voice was usually the background, and it kind of fell to the background on a lot of those records because the beats were so powerful. But this one is smooth. His melodies are kind of leading, even though that sample is in the background. I still don't know how I feel about the sample just yet, but I'm gonna keep letting it play.
I never get enough, never get enough. Fall in your direction. Choices are testing. Just selected. Yeah, it's too slow and I'm trying to grab that. If you keep it coming your phone, we don't call back.
Don't call me back. Well, don't call him back. You can snap to this shit. I like it. Oh, I like that breakdown right there. You know what? I'm starting to believe when people say I'm a pessimist, because I was going into this song not expecting a solid track from Bryson Tiller. I kind of didn't want to say that in the beginning, but you know, based on what he's given us on his last lead singles to his albums, I wasn't really expecting something this different. Since this is the first single off his new upcoming album, it seems like he's going for a more commercial sound. He's going for a more mainstream sound. I can just tell just based off this song alone because it's so different from what we know Bryson for. You know what I mean? We know him for, you know, having those deep cuts, having those cuts that you can play in the background. But this is more something you would play in a club. This is more something you would play and people would sing along to. And it's kind of like a Don't, but in its own commercial way, because Don't wasn't really a commercial record. It doesn't seem like it was made to be a commercial record. It seemed like it just organically flew up to that point. But this record, it seems like it's calculated. It seems like it's more in the lines of, I don't want to say forced, because it seems like it still has some authenticity to it. It still seems like it stems from something organic, but it seems like it's purposely done. This is purposely going to hit the charts. I do like the concept of this song, even though I will say if you put the lyrics or you put the blueprint of what this song was going to be conceptually about laid in front of me, I would say I wouldn't want this subject matter from Bryson. I want him to speak for us, not the women. But he did great. He did great with the subject matter that he had, as far as, you know, a woman being outside now. She's getting out of a relationship. She's not trying to think about the nigga she was with 2 weeks ago for 2 years. You know, he did it real good as far as the writing goes. He gave us, I think, 3 verses on this one. The hook wasn't too long. So I liked it. I really like that Yin Yang Twin sample too. Like, a lot of things he did in this song, like I said, if I didn't hear the song first and you just laid out the blueprint for me, I would say, damn, I don't know if Bryson can pull that off, but it was a solid song. I like his vocals on here. Like I said, the flow that he's using on here, the melodies that he's using, it's something different that, of course, not different in that we haven't gotten it before, but it's something that he hasn't used frequently throughout his career. So I'm interested to see what other singles he's gonna drop before the album comes out. And I figured out that's why Diddy was doing all that. It's R&B dead. R&B is dead as we know it. Nigga, you coming out with an R&B album. But overall, man, shit, solid track. I want to refrain from having any heavy critique as far as these singles goes. Well, as far as this single goes, you know, the second one, you know, I'm gonna have something to say, you know, as far as how I think the album is gonna go and things like that. But this is just a small sample size that I'm working with now, so I don't really have that much critique for this record, because I don't know what it's gonna be built around. When it comes to Bryson, I like cohesive albums from him. I don't like when shit is all over the place, like a Self-Made. You know what I mean? It was a mix of trap and a mix of soul, and, well, I mean, that's what he does. He's trap soul. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck am I talking about? But I would say I didn't like that Self-Made album because it seems like, you know, songs weren't placed correctly. Some songs could have been left off. I think it was just bloated with songs that didn't really matter or fit the concept. So I'm hoping he comes with something a little more cohesive, a little more concise, because I like when he keeps it short and sweet. That's what I like with Bryson, short and sweet. This song wasn't long, it wasn't short, it was right in the middle. That's why I like it, right in the middle. But yeah, man, that's Bryson Tiller, Outside. Let me know how y'all feel about this single down in the comments. You know, I'm interested to see how y'all feel about it, because, I mean, I'm torn. Like I said, it's a solid track, but I'm kind of torn because I do want more from Bryson. But, you know, I don't know what that more is right now, because I want to see what the album is going to sound like. I can build a more legitimate opinion around what I would want to hear from him if I hear a larger sample size. You've been here for a minute. You know how I go. If you like the video, like the video. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all in the next. I don't know what the hell I just did there. I tried to salute, but that wasn't a salute. Love y'all again, man. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm gone. Yee.